Hi, everyone. Darren Lynch, founder and CEO of Irish Titan, coming to you live with another whiskey shot. And we have a very special guest today, Lindsey Coleman, who is also a Titan, but has a little bit of an interesting background. This is the first time we're doing a whiskey shot with a Titan. So Lindsey, welcome. Thanks for spending some time this morning. I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, good morning. I'm just right down the hall, so
right. If we opened our doors, we could shut off our microphones. Anyway, why don't you give a quick rundown on you and your background to tee up, I think, where this conversation could go this morning.
Yeah, so why I'm here at Whiskey Shots is I was at the Ecomm forum on the client side, on the merchant side, to talk about my experience building websites, using partners, and working with Darren and my experiences there. So shortly after, I decided to take a different route and continue with my passion of really building and growing websites. And that's why I'm a Titan now. So yeah, glad to be here.
So, and we are thrilled that you're a Titan now, Lindsey. So just to illustrate that a little bit more, explain it a little bit more for everyone's sake, Lindsey worked at one of our merchants and worked there for a long time, put in a lot of great work in building their business, was one of our clients, and then she became a Titan. So Lindsey has some incredible perspective and unique point of view. So I think that one of the things that you talked about in your Ecomm forum appearance was some of the priority and importance of replicating the in-store experience in an online way, right? And so since you successfully did that as a merchant, and now you're doing that on our side of the partnership, if you will, and helping our merchants build and grow their e-commerce channels, what advice do you have? What points of view, what perspective, what insights? Share that, because I think that's really valuable and it's rare.
Yeah, so I would say my first language is being a merchant, right? So I have really felt the pain points of when you have an old system that's not working as well as it could be, or not working right for you. I have been on the floor packing boxes during the busy season. I have watched the orders come in. I have watched, the busy times and the slow times. And when it became extremely busy for a while there in 2020, 2021, right. Which was crazy, right? So I bring sort of that whole different perspective. And I think that makes my perspective a little bit different, that like I know what it feels like to feel those pain points and what we need to be asking for and looking for, especially right. with how to help.
Yeah, I think you have some additional empathy maybe and insights as to what a merchant's really going through. And I think that you, in your interactions with our merchants, can speak their language, right? Like you just have a different level of credibility. Not that other project managers can't also have that, but I think that you just bring something unique to the table. It's one of the reasons amongst many that we were so excited to make you an Irish Titan. So what other sorts of insights do you have that you think you could share, right? Like one of the things that you did very successfully at Certix, and we've talked about this a number of times, has been their loyalty program. Right? Sure. And a unique, fresh perspective and approach to that. So give us a little bit of a rundown on that, because I think that some merchants could find some real value in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think my perspective was always listen to the customer, focus on the customer. The customer will help you and tell you what you need to be looking for or changing or updating. For Certix, that was really revolving around loyalty program. It was a great way to get clients coming back to the website, get customers back, get them excited, get them re-energized about products that we offer. So I think that is something that you can easily start gathering today, right? So if you're ready or you're thinking about those pain points, how can I improve? How can I fix it? Like start listening to the customer first. They'll guide the process for you. They'll tell you what you need to be focusing on.
Right. And one of the things that I think you did so well and was, I think, such a valuable addition to your approach was it's more than just the points, right?
Correct. Yep. There's a lot that you can do. There's think about exciting things that you can offer. What makes you unique? So those are the sorts of things that you can easily bring to the table to us. I think that for me, I want to listen. I want you to bring me your hardest problems, right? I want you to come to me with what's the most difficult, and I can take it to the team, or we can all talk about it and like, let's fix those for you. We can do that. And that's what's exciting.
Yeah, that's great. And so before we move into a takeaway or a nugget that you can leave the audience with, I want to mention that Lindsey is a fellow Hawkeye. So there were a million reasons I was excited to start to call Lindsey a Titan, but another fellow Iowa Hawkeye here was one of them. So we commiserated over a few rough losses this year, but a lot of wins. So fellow Hawkeye.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, go Hawks. Right. For sure.
Okay, so let's wrap up because these whiskey shots are just that, right? It's a quick little shot. It's not a night full of pints. And so is there a takeaway that you'd like to leave the audience with?
Yeah, absolutely. Let your agency's experience help you. Bring the hardest problems to the table. Let them help you solve it with their experience. And then have your customers help inform what decisions you're going to be making right away.
That's great. Lindsey, thank you so much for being a Titan. Thank you so much for bringing that perspective that you have. That's that combination of all those years of merchant experience, along with that Hawkeye energy. So thank you for that.
It's a pleasure to be here, really.
Yeah, we're happy. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate that like always. There will be more whiskey shots coming. Sláinte.